It's fair to say that the job market for young and starry-eyed graduates has become harder to navigate. And with tuition prices soaring to unbelievable heights, many people have skipped out on the high school to high school to college pipeline in favor of a more cost-effective alternative, trade school. The kids that make this choice right out of high school usually end up succeeding because someone with the mental fortitude to ignore the advice of literally every teacher, counselor, fellow student, and society at large has what it takes to make it in the often unforgiving world of construction. But what about those youngsters who caved to the pressure? The ones who did go to university and did get that Nigerian interpretive dance degree and are now employed as a baristex at Starbucks, earning minimum wage to make my coffee. I said extra cream, bitch. I've known some of those people. I'm sure you have too. And when those people finally realize the grave mistake they've made, they'll sometimes say things like,
"I'll just become a welder. They make a lot of money. It can't be that hard, right?"
I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
Talk is cheap. And in an industrial setting, you gotta be able to do more than talk the talk. You gotta walk the walk. So in my infinite wisdom and charity, I put together some helpful pieces of advice that will aid the soft, pampered college graduate on his journey to becoming a hardened, blue-collar badass. But be warned, this ain't no disco, and it ain't no country club either. This is... Step 1. Skills pay the bills. The only reason anyone goes to university is to gain knowledge. Knowledge that can be used to master skills. Skills which can be applied to an actual job. Sadly, most of the knowledge taught in modern universities consists of this. And as for skills, well, you'll probably get really good at using these. But not all skills are equally valuable. And in this particular economy, diversifying your skill set needs to be a priority. Because no employer wants a hand that can only do one task, and no hand wants to be the first man laid off when the work dries up, or when a new machine or method makes you obsolete. Step 2. Pick a skill you're good at. No matter how much we all wish we could get rich doing the things we love, the harsh reality is you probably suck at the things you love, which is why you're not getting paid to do them. If you've decided to pursue a trade, do yourself a favor and try before you buy. Take some introductory classes to see if you're any good. That way you can more effectively weigh your career options and make a more informed decision on a career path.
I don't want to sell anything, buy anything, or process anything as a career.
Step 3. School and work are not the same. Toughen up. Okay, so you've picked a trade and now you're in school, but you're in for a rude awakening. Technical schools and community colleges are not immune to the pervasive effects of political correctness, infantilization of the youth, and decreasing testosterone levels. What used to serve as a transition to the construction environment and construction culture is now just high school with power tools. The instructors can't even smoke Marlboros in class and call you a bitch anymore. How times have changed. More than likely, your experience in said trade school will be more challenging than your prior education, but don't kid yourself. Once you join the workforce, you can expect to spend an uncomfortable amount of time raw dogging it in one of these and being talked to like this.
"You're the problem. You're the fucking problem. You fucking Dr. White, onkin' jamrag, arkin' spunk bubble."
Step 4. Despite your time in school, you know nothing. Using a rigid threading machine doesn't make you a pipe fitter, any more than using a hammer makes you a roofer, or huffing PVC glue makes you a plumber. Well, actually, I hear stuff like this all the time.
"I done been everywhere but the electric chair and seen everything but the wind blow, brother. I can tell you, you ain't gonna show me nothing new."
Yeah, right. Give me a break. Dudes make one fillet weld and they think they're a journeyman.
"Yeah, man, I'm certified."
What did you fucking say, cunt? What?
Okay, certified in what? Certified in joining two perfectly cut coupons together in a controlled, air-conditioned environment without obstacles or a time limit? And who certified you? The AWS, ASME, LIGMA? And under what part of the code? D1.1? B31.1? Which is it? Stop posing. You're embarrassing yourself. Real tradesmen can see right through all that. You want to know what codes I'm certified under? It hasn't leaked yet, Section 1, and looks good from my house, Section 3. Never claim to be certified under anything else. Step 5. Learn from the old guys. When you find yourself in a cell phone-free facility, or when the United Rentals trailer doesn't include a HAL 9000 to plan the entire job for you, it'll be those old guys who will show you how to lay out and cut pipe for a rolling offset, or craft a homemade tool to get the job done easier and faster. Most of them have forgotten more tricks than you'll ever know, and they'll usually be happy to teach you if you don't act like an ass. That's asking a lot of you, I know. But if you pay attention, you might learn something new. Step 6. Safety is #1 priority. Nobody likes the safety man, but more than likely, he is the only person who will ever take a moment out of their day to warn you when you're about to do something that could get you hurt. That's mostly because he doesn't have anything better to do, but the fact remains that few people, if any, care about your safety. Some of them will even put you in the line of fire knowingly, because they don't give a shit and can't be bothered to slow down and do things right. At a minimum, you should have your safety glasses, earplugs, hard hat, high-vis clothing, and your steel-toe jockstrap at all times. Again, this is the bare minimum. OSHA, their guidelines, and their enforcers are everywhere, but they aren't God. It's up to you to take personal responsibility for your own actions, because when you're all alone 25 feet up in a scissor lift, nothing will be able to stop you from falling out because you weren't tied off. And if you do fall, not only will you get killed, but you'll get fired too.
You're fired.
Step 7. Be honest. Always tell your boss when you screw up big time. That way you can both brainstorm a better way to hide it from his boss and the customer. Step 8. Don't do drugs. This one really goes without saying. Come on. You work in an office? Sure. Have at it. Drink it, snort it, bop it, twist it, stick it up your bum, who cares? But if you're high on a construction site, you're putting me at risk, and I don't take kindly to that.
I got high.
Step 9. The quality, cost, speed triangle. Everyone wants the job done quickly, cheaply, and with a high level of quality. Tell them to pick 2. Step 10. Don't be a one-trick pony. The more skills you master, the more money you can make, the more overtime you'll get, and the more valuable you'll be overall. A true jack of all trades will never be out of a job, not for long at least.
Harness the 4 elements: fire, water, earth, air. And once you do, you will become a true blue-collar man.
As the author Robert Heinlein once wrote, specialization is for insects. A human being should be able to change a diaper, plan an invasion, butcher a hog, con a ship, design a building, write a sonnet, balance accounts, build a wall, set a bone, comfort the dying, take orders, give orders, cooperate, act alone, solve equations, analyze a new problem, pitch manure, program a computer, cook a tasty meal, fight efficiently, and die gallantly. These are just a few of the handy tips I've picked up over the years. This isn't an exhaustive list by any means, but it ought to get you started. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be in the Portacan recreating the Sistine Chapel on the ceiling. Or just drawing dicks. Probably just dicks.
He is most definitely not a plumber.